Welcome back, you beauties. We promised you new music from a sensational artist, and she is back. Lauren Lee is here with brand new music, and apparently no caption needed. You will understand. She is a phenomenal talent, and we love the fact that she is back in a, I'm going to call it a home away from home, because it's been a minute. Can we get a round of applause for Miss Lauren Lee? Pew, 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 pew. I told you the vuvuzelas. We need the vuvuzelas in studio so we can pretend to have a live studio audience. My friend, how are you?
I'm good, and yourself?
Very good. I'm a little bit nervous whenever an artist that we love comes with new music, with a new chapter, a new phase. I start getting overly excited. How do you feel when these sorts of gateways arrive? Because it's obviously informed by a huge amount of work to get to this point. So how are you feeling about this point in your musical journey?
How do I feel? I feel like, I don't know if all artists can attest to this, but or any creative, because I know we're very critical when it comes to ourselves. So for someone else, it will feel like, you've achieved so many things, but for me, I'm like, did I? I always question myself, did I?
Imposter syndrome.
Yes,
yes. It goes a long way in this industry. Yeah.
But I'm just grateful that I have another opportunity to create new music. Yeah, so I feel like on my journey, I'm like, I think I'm still learning all the time. So, but yeah, it's just that imposter syndrome that comes up all the time.
And it's there. And funnily enough, for those that are really most would looking outward in would assume you've made it, you've ticked all those boxes, you must be happy with yourself. So that being said, what drives you? What is the fuel? If it's not this great sense of accomplishment, is it the sense of the unknown? What drives you to create in that space?
To be honest, I need a lot of driving, and
it's the whip.
So I love working in a team because it motivates me to actually work and do something. Because if I'm on my own and have to motivate myself, we're not going to have new songs.
There's a term, neurodivergent, and you can fit in whatever category within that, but I think you and I are cut from a very similar cloth. I just surround myself with amazing people. So talk us through what you have created with this amazing team. We have new music, and no caption is needed. And if I was to put a caption, what would the caption say? Talk us through the body of work.
So like I said, I work with a team, and what I like is the fact, so when you start with a project, especially as an artist, it's amazing to see the end product. I don't always like how we start because you can't really see the vision, but when you see the end product, it's amazing. So like I said, I have a team with me. I have a brilliant songwriter called Angelo Bagley, but his company's name is The Hit Bag. So I'm going to give him...
They are that.
So he wrote this amazing song, No Caption Needed, and I just came with my few little things on the song. Especially, I'm very proud of the bridge. I will be like, that's me.
That is
I was like, that's
my
me.
bridge.
Yes.
And I think the mastering of the bridge is a forgotten art in this algorithm-driven musical kind of landscape. So I'm so glad that there is an emotional journey in that. So then if you, I know, are not one to heap praise on yourself, but our theme of today is very much recognizing our own brilliance. So what are you proud of? Because I can see a number of boxes to tick there from my perspective, but I want to know from you, when you do look at what you've done, what does inspire you? What are you most proud of about yourself?
About myself? Let me think. So is it musical or personal?
I don't mind. I just want you to be proud of yourself this morning. No, you can drive that.
So I would always mention this because it was quite big for me when I went into my solo career, right? It's when I did my first concert, not even locally, I did it internationally.
As one does.
And that was amazing. And the fact that we were sponsored, like Emirates sponsored everything, our flights, and you know what. So I would always say it's huge to me because I literally, if you didn't have a passport, that was the only thing you had to pay for. But everything was paid for. The experience was brilliant. But because I was so consumed about it being my first big thing in my life, in my musical journey, it was like I didn't appreciate what it was coming with.
Now you understand.
Now I understand. It was quite big, but in the moment I was like, I'm scared. Because how old was I? I was 22. I'm like, what is this?
But that's a paradigm shift. That's taking you from one reality and putting you in a completely different one. Don't worry, the rest of us will catch up. We'll join you there. I love the fact that you are still as humble as you are, playing with the instrument that you do. You are unbelievably gifted. I cannot wait to hear the new music and hopefully a little bit of the old, and you'll dip into some classics for us because we demand that of you this morning. But we love you. Well, you might not be that proud of yourself, we are that proud of you
Thank
every
you.
single day, and we are so privileged to have her here. No caption needed. You can decide for yourself. She has got a powerhouse team around her, and Lauren Lee is here to give you a powerhouse taste of her vocal and, yes, some brand new music in just a moment. And I'm going to continue on that trend because I'm determined that every single person in this country will understand just how amazing they are. So I want you to dip your toes into those waters and let us know, what are you most proud of for yourself? It doesn't have to be even within your vocation, your industry. What are you proud of? I'm so proud of the fact that I get to be surrounded by amazingly talented people every single day. That's what I have earned as my right. So I'm going to hand over to one of those amazingly talented people right now. Carissa, can we have the news, please?
Oh.